What are your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. With a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Free, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for your yes, also the romantic dinner party. No, so package when you know, yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person will be each dime back one. Now so one person would die 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Everybody check now. Check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't we make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Move on to our second topic, where we find Piesie Esther being in the industry for 20 good years, and she feels like, okay, there's the time for me to do this anniversary, and it was massive. The lives of a lot of artists and dignitaries, important ones, were all around to support her, and it was so beautiful. And apart from that, she's made a lot of comments regarding management. As in a wife, having a manager as a male, it is very, very difficult. We will go into it more, but then before, let's go have a small view of how the whole program went on. When we come back, we will discuss more.
I came to cry. And now we know it look let me come. Oh. Meaning
Okay, so this is what we had. So beautiful and with a kind of kasha to goodness and we're ready to go miss so. So brother with my voice more. So so. So how do you say it? 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 How do you say it?
Man, Piesie Esther, Davidrano. Na why artists be a you say or started nenyum to no. Yes, you kakra because nenyum we mintias you that song because that time your church na melody ba singer ba ko na erama isi our Holland isi na erama nyum no to like on tonum na papa can say near Piesie e board na so or your artist we are you follow no pa and or yeah one artist Nintro a band of writing songs she's very good at it. Piesie your artist we have say in every 3 years be a obetimi ama a monster hit song.
Yeah.
And why mentia sumo uja why ziba empire me all those songs na am monster hit songs are currently was Sunday why me years so I had it 20 years in the business no and ya good day and you be no to me and it me hold it on 20 years still are relevant. And relevance now be more. Most of them no only na they pick, but we watch say in her prime age in the music business no, and na the relevance no cross samba be greater. And or you're one of the artists, gospel artists that change between secular name and you know almost break his heart in because. Maybe a train 2, 3 years, 4 years ago. No? See, it didn't come out about gospel musicians. Oh, the mobile, say a business, na say but these days, from stagecraft, when you're pulling up on the show, I think it's unique. Why should I mano my sonny but obey play kakra something like a comedy. People loved it. Eti everyone abaso why Juma a sombo and the event, you know, so I think a Ghana for Echo Shen and Uniam with the attendance, which means about beer aboma. And it was a paid event, I think 40 cities and 100 cities. And to see that love shown him. Personalities a call from the media, a handful near the day, every time the cheap. Trade we are man for spray cash near the do it must say, Uya Juma Papa, Ghana for so any Jehona, Omba Basso. It's a better say 20 years, what feeding with music,
quality music,
and what's a shame crime because Omonomo. A shiny punk crime. Because I say Empire me say no personally I love that song. Because Utia a shame crime. And also a band performance she's top notch. Piesie Esther one artist oh Shenwa you won't be bored. Over Shen show be a bare 1 hour non-stop. And you love it because the energy or the be shema crowd you know say no this is a woman who is ready and she still looks young,
very young and very
beautiful,
very vibrant,
sexy, you know.
Hey.
It's you know Oguso born home and God for the encasso we sexy so I say because you're sexy God for the sexy for someone she's sexy, you know.
Adorable.
Sir, I don't know
gospel artists are adorable ones.
She's sexy, you know.
I know, right?
Congratulations to Piesie Esther and gospel for the more.
Okay.
I love the energy these days. They are really pushing hard. Send your baby, I say. Secular for it, say 2 for 2. More Philly, auditoriums almost more Philly.
Yes.
And social and one thing I should commend her near social media. Now she's very vibrant on social media. I've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Piesie is very vibrant. About 2-3 years ago, no, platforms are not complaining about somehow they have been sidelined and blah blah. But I think say or didn't near to 2 years now that thing is no more. So are you cool, Piesie?
Okay. All right. Are you cool, Piesie? There is a story. And Nama Bonti, also Piesie Esther says it is risky for married female artists to be managed by another man. This is what she's saying. It is very, very risky for a married female artist to be managed by another man. This is what she's saying. And in the story you're going to is an interview that gospel musician Piesie Esther granted. Castle FM recently has reignited the debate of married female artists being managed by other men than their husbands. According to Piesie Esther, it is risky for a married female artist to have a manager who is male or who is male. Okay. She said she feels safe having her husband as her manager because she knows he is her husband and then answers to him only. Getting someone who understands the nature of the work helps a lot because the schedules of my work demands that I go to studios to record late at night, she added. The YMEA singer said she can be in the studios up to 2 a.m. before going back home, an act that a lot of married men cannot tolerate from their wives. It is risky sometimes going up and down with another man in the night who is not your husband. But having your husband as your manager can help to calm such situations. Sometimes I need to change over and then wear another dress after a show. And I do that in the vehicle, in the presence of my husband, because I know he is the one I am married to. Piesie Esther told Amansan Krache in the interview. Piesie Esther is celebrating her today. Okay, that's what we are discussing. Now, to Asofionum, just a minute, or just 2 minutes on that note. How do you see that one? Say having your partner as a manager, how effective is it?
Okay,
because she feels it is very positive, and given these instances, going out late, sometimes changing over, walking out at night with someone's husband or a male, regarding to you being a female. What's your take on this?
There is a truth in what she said, because a man managing a female, it's not an easy task. And the work of a manager goes beyond just the normal, because female artists, in terms of their emotions, even if you are managing a male, as part of your role as a manager, you control their emotions.
Yeah.
They may be down, they may be hyper. You have to make sure that you calm them down. And if you are managing a female artist, there should be that bond between you and the manager. If you fail to draw that bond, at times it will affect you. If your artist, as being the female, doesn't understand you, the manager, there are problems. There will be times that she is so down that you have to make sure that you bring her so up. You have to motivate her. At times, emotionally, when they are so weak, you have to raise their...
Hey, Bravo, your antics when she's down.
Oh,
you have to raise.
you see, Buntina, Piesie, hello. Come on, drink.
Any actions. Lift it.
You see, so it is very difficult. As in how some of them, especially, you see, most of them, they go through challenges at home. Some of them, their boyfriends give them issues, and when they come, you as a manager, you should know. I mean, you're lifting them the words that you speak, and you should understand them before you know what to say to them for them to feel okay. For instance, you are 30 minutes into a big event, and the spirit of your artist is down. As a woman, you know, if it were to be a man, you can say a word or two, and they are fine. But a woman, it needs to go beyond that. At times, you have to even hug them.
Cuddle them.
You have to hug them and speak to them so that they will be calm. And when you do some of these things, she mentioned at times you have to undress or dress in front of your manager. And as this thing goes on, it creates that bond. And if the manager is attractive, there is the tendency that there may be feelings, mutual feelings. It's not the other way around that you want to
lift
entice them with something or what. There could be that mutual feeling with respect to time. Even when we were in school, when you are studying with some females, as you make time for them when they have their homework, you work with them and stuff. Gradually, you know that feelings will be building up. Don't say not to talk about an artist that I make time for you, I take you to studio, spend so much hours with you. If you are down, I have to console you, all that. So I want to agree with her. We've even had certain astute managers, male managers, who have come out that they can't work with female artists. They will have to have something doing with them. We have seen them say that. So it is a fact that is happening. And at times when you have that emotional bond, it helps the work. It helps the work. So he will feel with working with the husband as the manager. But if your husband, is your husband having the expertise of managing an artist, that is the first question. If your husband has the qualification and the expertise, no problem. That will be perfect. Because if you need certain things, if you need personal feelings, I can give it to you. Let's say 30 minutes into an event. And let's say you are acting funny. I can take you somewhere and give it to you and then put you in the right position before you go. Because it's part of it.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, so this is coming from Kojo as a male artist, and I mean as a male manager managing a female artist, and if you are in a relationship like that, according to Kojo, when it happens like this and you are down, sometimes it's all part of it. He can just take you to the corner there, lift you.
That's your husband. If your husband is managing you,
and that's what I said.
Okay.
All right, so sorry, Rasta. Let's listen to you. Let's start from the show. The show. Just some few minutes on the show, and then beautiful. The management thing.
Beautiful show. I think, sir. Gospel music and Kasano. A lot of people in the music industry and the kind of business in gospel music. And then gospel artists complaining on people not investing in them, but I'm telling you, if said music gurus, episcopal music mupa, they should consider the gospel music because I can tell you, said this year, back to back, no gospel music music concept and Afro this year. Ebinsi. Ode check line up no nyina omuyina obia waye concept this year bia was fully packed. It shows that omo numbers no they are kind of packaging, how to package it and sell it. And now that artists know themselves are beginning to organize concerts for more branding. I'm sure say it will enlighten more people. I'm they kind of cash out what gospel music, so that they can also push in money there. It's a good thing because it's social. I'm sure say after also celebrity annual. We've seen how Dana Hamilton used the experience to build the brand there, and they were one of the best. Joe also Mishua Oye, Celestine, Ewonedia Oye, emoji. You see now they are all building it. I think say it's very good and the gospel music. Say this time enquire say Adiano. Support check all the media tour. Very powerful. It say if the secular ones are doing the media tour, now they also with your gospel artists, you know, or better now is a Holy Ghost to the Nipa Beba Ababe. Yeah, it goes against you. It go against you and your brand. I think they now know the strategy, the social media influence, and all that. And, you know, they are all doing very good. And then back to the controversial headline. I think say because even with the gospel side in the clan, and for me, I'm moving with the managers for so many years. Some are even 2 decades. You see that healthy we say no business, you know. Oh, now the newest slave queen in the gospel fraternity. Yeah, after 20 years, one in the manager enter motivity.
Dinah.
Dinah, yes, 20 solid years with one person. It's Dinah Hamilton. You read Dinah Hamilton for almost 16, 17 years in the industry, and also the same. Nyane husband. King David. Yeah.
And they are doing good.
They are doing good. Yeah. I think what is lacking in gospel music in my business side. Like to me and for business no and yet and to one man who say business ni and we need most of the artists will feel comfortable say ni kunu ebe managing not necessarily so be kwa for liamo but you say ni kunu de ni sika sem ne ho ne ma nyina no ani bo a ekotrim what you say family affair business ne ho ne ma as to say to be very honest as to owarefo a obema obi ni na dade even nye ne manager kra no be very no be no. That's how I see it. And you know, I think it runs through how the artist the moral level tier. I don't really believe say only manager because when the business side is spelled out, the manager has his role.
Okay.
What I say?
Yeah.
Dinah to UK the manager to Ghana, but they have said the manager promotion. And my recordings, I believe that's a friend princess. So, my Dinah, we say no. And you know, so no, said the Kojosi building, I believe, say, Obani Bema and Nantiana, Oman Timiti American business, a Yina corner, Quakoye, familiarity be Bemuna, home, one Nantiboma, and a natural feeling be a bit more developed between. Or your friends or Barney Bema. What you are saying?
I get it.
I believe, sir. Could you also ask an important question, sir? Bema now you kuno ne nim die ewo adwuma no hono te say. That is why we see most of the gospel artists no kuno no divorce. Most of the divorce cases is based on their craft in business, no. Man to man fan a man to 2 years with our really business side in ye. Oh, Utieti be no dia. They say, Sikale buy our Beman fees on the refugee to no one wants telling you now the call because me refugee no. Yeah, well, sweat now, we as an artist, no near the new bin amount which is not supposed to be like that.
Okay,
a business or your friends say, Nejuma orient, yes, or no, did. Who know who the owners in Sikabe in as much as one on a Wawa Rimuno. Tino, I believe, sir, Yemian who said music, you know, gospel music, there's a business attached to it. You can't take it out of it. And one of the quotation I said, the did or you know, did what Jumana did the business aspect of it.
Okay.
And no yet Christo yes in a bay among. And no yes so nim dinia or betiase no move in that direction. It is ukuno ye na onim dia or hunim dia ye. And yes, bia wo de be ma okunu but ni me bi anka say wo ye no na delay progress in your field. It will delay because okunu na kasa say den nim adwuma no onim how to sort people out to promote your stuff for you, onim how to get social media influencers to push your things for you. Afi na o de adane complain say we mo aba e bia na the person handling you no nim niema so. But I believe say else ye born abaso na ye show mun cry say next year so mun secular musicians no call boot for boot.
Yes.
Yes. Almost cash it out more because almost numbers no. Oh, check say be a Pentecost so check it Pentecost for a year. Followers what Ghana. Now to me we knew we na heart. Between I make a concert I cash it out.
Okay.
More look good maybe.
Okay. All right.
Let me touch on the person that just was asking about the difference between a manager and a record label. Manager is in a record label, so the record label is the bigger umbrella, and the management team or the manager is just a subset of the record label. So you can have a management team but not have a record label. But the moment you have a record label, you should definitely have a manager. You should have a management team or a manager. Okay.
Simple as that. All right. Thank you, Roland. And you move on. First, you share the show, no? Briefly, you share the show now.
Congratulations to Piesie Esther. In fact, 20 years in the music industry is no joke.
No joke.
I always say this environment is a surviving environment. And if you are able to apply your trade for that long in this system, then Charlie, we need to stay. Anybody that has been in this industry for more than 2 decades needs to be studied. We should study them, and especially if the person has been able to keep their relevance, even as at this time. These are things that we need to call the person. Anytime we are having workshops, we are visiting schools as creative people, we are visiting institutions, having master classes. These are some of the people that we need to invite them for them to come and speak to the younger or upcoming generation. Because surviving in this hostile environment is no joke. Looking at the challenges that you would face, the limitations and all that, and you're able to survive and even keep your relevance. Relevance is, people should not mistake relevance to be on our topic charts this year, on our have 2 million views in 6 hours, on our have say no. Relevance is when year in, year out, you are being found in the space, whether you are topping chart or not. Nana Amachidede, I don't remember the last time he topped chart or went on Billboard. But for the past 10 years, if not so, every December and every Easter, one boy show cry and then you 10 and
Bra, obu weekend weddings ni.
And then I make
it's not in the domain.
Even Ejako currently is the hottest funeral performer we have in our space. A year ago, people Brema even recent times. What do you mean in the band? Cash out rough. So if somebody is able to keep their relevance as at this time, we should congratulate them and look at the show that she put out. You see, what I like about the show, no. One has to do with the entry, two, the performance and the response. Filling the conference center is something that you can pride yourself with even after 20 years. A very beautiful.
It's a very big plus.
And the way we're carrying the craft now, she doesn't see herself only as in fact say Christo gospel minister, but then she sees her craft as also another tool to even communicate to humanity. Look at her entry. These are elements that she has infused even with her performance. Debia na nkoye mon started na the piano na started bem
mami keys
C sharp. Na the ashe mami oto ha. Then the worshiper started. Then you she man for to say to debia nyesa na ebe no. Make your performance lively. Make good use of the platform or the stage that you are on. let your performance speak for itself. Because the obey biano wo, the obia befa. Ebia na worship na wo and you obia never pick be from that.
Yeah.
Obi wo even somebody would even pick lessons from even wo entry and how you want to communicate with them. Let's look at not long ago, Empress Gift Yourself on also the concert. You see how she entered. And then a set on stage. I am very happy seeing our gospel musicians moving from those days Nimpuano no mu ye music video. Niama mienu no be hu either say wakoko bia diegu anaso jina flowers ho to now gradually they've moved from that thing and be innovative. I think they are conforming to the understanding of the new generation and knowing how to communicate with them to even making themselves popular and getting themselves accustomed to the social media trends. Very, very nice, and I would say congratulations to Piesie Esther. Now to the substantive issue of it is risky for a female or a married female artist to be managed by another man. I think it is true. It is, I would say, a very, 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 very risky. Oh yes.
Too risky.
Oh, too risky.
Watch that.
Oh, it is very risky.
And no more too risky by come away.
You know what I mean by that is that you see in the creative art space, it has to do it is circulated with lots of emotions. There are lots of emotions at play, and sometimes it is not so surprising that we have so many failed marriages in the creative art space.
Yeah.
It is circulated with lots of emotions, and at any point in time, emotions can clash. That is why sometimes if people are going to marry, it is not about the person knowing what you do, but the person understanding
what you're doing.
What you do. There's a difference between me knowing, say, oh, MC Berima as a presenter or a TV host, but the extent of going to understand that his job entails him looking this way. His job entails him appearing this way in public. His job even entails him coming home at this time. An understanding of what you do. Yeah. And when you weigh some of these things, not only all person will marry between marriage or relationship and the work that we do. There are so many instances at a clash. A head-on collision, but one year. You can be active in the space and you can never have a successful relationship or a successful marriage. Especially if you don't find it. Let's try and look around even on top of it and try and find people who are having very nice like power couple. Just a handful. That is why even most people would even go a long way to even hide those relationships. Obi go for a secret wedding. Obi will be saying, "So boy, no one now again, no one." Obi will be saying, "So again, no one." I share be. Sada be. It's
Kasay now. But now Rasta now. What's your point?
Wait me about getting a platform.
Why not?
Why
not?
Now,
what's your point? I want to understand.
No, I am just citing an example. Say, it is one of the reasons why even some people would want to go to the extent of even hiding their relationship from the public. And I mean, besides saying, so
you have that kind of mindset. Oh yeah, it endangers your craft or whatever. And is that not what you mean?
No, what I mean is, don't run away from my question. What I mean is, because of
you don't mean anything to us. I don't want to attach emotions to us.
Because of some of the emotions at play, some people even go a long way to hide their relationships. A fact. And you see, I like the examples not set here. The environment is very hostile, and the fact that there are so many demands. Se onipano ente ejuma na wo ye na se a, it will be very difficult for you guys to have something doing, or it will be very difficult for you to have a successful marriage or a successful career. That is why sometimes, some people, fortunately for them, have spouses, and your friend is saying, yes, spouses are omoti ejuma na se. Let me use Ochame Kwame and his wife for example. Mrs. Ochame is somebody that understands what her husband is doing to the extent so on the managing. manage some of his affairs.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it is also similar to people in the gospel fraternity. The only ones that we've seen failed are the people who do not have moral or emotional discipline. That is what I would say. Because the extent of you, okay, Sister Fia, our very own Sister Fia, you see my bag, JJ, has always said that he sometimes changes in front of the road manager, that is Bosukuli. Yeah. She changes even in front of her, and people have questioned her so many times as to why she does that, and the fact that Unim say Bibi Timia Koso and those stuff. You see, if something
no, apart from that, the change is not okay. It's not like
yes, on Kasa, that's what I'm saying. Some people do not have the moral and emotional discipline.
Yeah.
So they don't even know when to pause the brakes and say, okay.
We have a steady case in there.
And I make a sister if you are
no. But
if they don't have no.
Oh no, I'm talking about the managers who have come out to state clearly said they can't work with female artists. These are people who think that they don't have that emotional or your friend is saying moral discipline. Yes, he has stated clearly.
Wrap it up.
Self-discipline and an understanding of the music business. If you understand the music business, you'll be able to draw the line whereby you would not attach emotions or moral indiscipline.
Question back. Now, manager, me here.
Hi. Yes, professionally, you should be able to do that. Yes. No.
I mean,
you see, understanding your artist's psyche is also another point. Me from but I can find a way. Wait. I can find a way of pleasing her even without giving her sex. Or making her okay without giving her sex.
But that is if she calls for that. This is what
I want. That's what I'm saying. You see, if you know the person and you understand the person's psyche, you would know when the person says I need A, there is definitely an alternative.
Hey.
If you know the person indeed.
Okay, let's not because of more, you know. Okay, so that's it.
So, drawing the line in business, understanding the craft, moral and emotional discipline, and also money. Sometimes Sika play a very important role as to why it is very good, or Piesie Esther would say it is risky for another man to manage a female married artist, because sometimes when you look at the monies that come and the way percentages share, I'm not sure if your husband do not understand the business and the percentages that comes with some of these business, you always have a problem. So I agree with her.
Okay, thank you very much, Roland Amate.